Welcome to Disney A, the Canadian-themed Disney travel podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Krysta. I didn't think you were going to point, and I was sad, and then you pointed, and I was happy.
That was my, infomercial voice there.
It was good.
For a little
It was
bit. Yeah.
pretty good. Yeah, it caught me off guard. Probably hear me laughing, actually. Scared me a little, not going to lie. How you doing this week, Brandon?
Good. We had a little vacation.
Yeah, we weren't here last week.
And then a little vacation, so we took a week off, and now we're back, and we're going camping this weekend, so I'm excited. Oh, yay!
Is that your nerd thing?
No.
Oh, what's your nerd thing?
Well, my nerd thing is when we were on vacation last weekend, we went to a football game, and that's my nerd thing.
Nice.
Football game. The CFL.
Are you going to explain about
very
the game?
Canadian.
Yes, specifically.
The Rough Riders.
Which is the most popular team, but also your favorite.
Yeah. Well, I was born in Regina.
Yeah,
so
you're like required.
It's like they stamp it. They stamp the green S on your forehead when you're born there. I think. I don't know. Anyway, it was very good. They have a nice stadium.
And then after?
And then after the fans were allowed on the field. There was a special event, and we got to go on the field, and that was pretty cool too.
Yeah, except for the part where you tackled me.
I did not once tackle you.
Video evidence to the contrary.
I hugged you vigorously, but that was not a tackle.
After taking a run.
Yeah, the run was fake.
Yes, and the Rough Riders won. Yay!
Yeah, and if you don't know, if you're listening from somewhere else, the CFL is the Canadian Football League, and it's much smaller, but actually older than the NFL.
I didn't know that.
By a lot, yeah. The CFL's been around for well over 100 years now.
Cool.
But just a smaller deal. Players get paid way less and all that. There's fewer teams. Those kind of things. And they also only have 3 downs, which blows a lot of Americans' minds because it's completely different rules.
Right. That's cool. That was fun, by the way.
Yeah, well, live sports are great. I would even probably like live basketball, but maybe let's not get too hasty.
Maybe. My nerd thing is going to be that we're going camping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because you already said the football game, and I had a lot of fun. I'm glad we went, but it was more your nerd thing than my nerd thing, for sure. Yeah.
Going camping.
Yeah.
Our first camping trip of the year. And
camping.
Our last camping trip of the year also.
Yeah.
But the weather looks good, and we'll be by a lake.
Okay, so the big thing is as soon as we come back, I have to go back to work.
Wah, wah,
I know.
wah.
So it feels like...
You know what? Me too.
Oh,
actually, sooner than you. So
Yeah.
maybe zero sympathy. I don't know.
I also have been working already, but officially back to work. And so it feels like the end of summer, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, it's because it is.
Well, that's sad.
I mean, it's not the end of summer till Labor Day, but it's basically
the end of summer. As soon as I go back, I'm like, well, that's it.
It's getting darker every morning when I get up for work.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Labor Day weekend, I'm going to decorate for fall and pack away all the seashells and bring out the pumpkins, and I won't do the closet changeover yet. I won't pull out the sweaters or anything.
After Labor Day, I'm going to wear white.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Because I'm a rebel like that.
Crazy. Also, Brandon, what are you drinking?
Well, in honor of the Rough Riders and our trip to Saskatchewan.
It was a fun road trip, by the way.
We drove through Moose Jaw, one of the greatest named cities in Canada.
It is true. There's a giant moose at Moose Jaw.
Yeah, I got a Sask IPA. It should be a Pilsner, actually, but I drank enough of those at the football game.
That's true. Yeah, you did.
I'm trying to open it. I don't know why I didn't open it before, but I'm having troubles. It's very malty, so it gets a bit foamy when you open it.
What am I drinking? You put it in the container, so I don't even know.
It's Basque black tea and blackberries or something.
Black tea, goji, and blackberry. Yes, I could taste it was a tea. I just wasn't sure what the combination was.
Yeah, well,
they're very good. By the way,
those Basque tea drinks, very good.
They're so
they all
good.
taste like quite a bit of tea, but I don't know, good stuff.
It's very good. Okay, and we have a new show. We have Ahsokha now.
Yeah, there's a new Disney Plus show. We're still getting those for now, so that's good. We're happy about that.
Yes, we are. It dropped early.
It was 6 hours early. No, previous Disney Plus shows have all debuted, except for one. I think one came out like a couple hours early, at like a 10 o'clock our time-ish. But most of them debut at a midnight Pacific time, which is 1 a.m. our time.
Yes.
Back in the early days when they would come out on Friday, like WandaVision was the first second Disney Plus show. Mando came out first.
Right.
But WandaVision, we stayed up for a couple of
Yeah, we did.
Because it was a Friday. Now they come out on Wednesday. You can't really do that.
We're like, we can do 1 day of work. We cannot do half a week.
No, that's a good way to get sick or something. Anyway,
Too old for that.
That's no good. But yeah, Ahsokka, they announced, was going to drop earlier than that, and it came out 7 o'clock our time. I think it was 6 p.m. Pacific.
Something like that,
was the actual release time. So we got to. It was a double episode, and that they were both kind of longer episodes. Basically, it was a mini movie. Although the plotting wasn't quite movie like it. It wasn't a movie. It was movie length, but not movie plot, because it's definitely building the season up. So I don't know.
What did you think?
I like it. It was pretty good visually. We talked about the lightsabers on the sky being a visual problem, but everything else seemed very Star Warsy and good.
It felt very Star Warsy.
They needed to learn from George Lucas and change the lightsaber color to not be the same as the sky. That's
right.
Like Return of the Jedi, they're gonna have this big lightsaber fight out in the blue sky of Tatooine, and we can't have a blue lightsaber. Right? Makes sense. Well, don't have white lightsabers on a cloudy white sky. There you go. I do think you need to watch Rebels to have any appreciation of the show, and that's probably a problem.
Yeah, we had seen the first season of Rebels and like a couple episodes into the second season, and that's it. So at least we knew. So
we know the characters. So we're like kind of halfway. We don't know everything, but we know some
stuff.
Whereas if you were going into blind, if you just watched Star Wars movies and maybe Mandalorian, you'd be like, oh.
You wouldn't even know who she was.
And jumping in the middle of a story is very Star Wars.
Yes.
But all the emotional beats require the prior knowledge, whereas like the original Star Wars movie that they now call A New Hope didn't, like, the emotional beats were of course set up because that's all that existed at that time, so you didn't need anything else, and you had the fish out of water thing going on. That was your audience analog, and Luke Skywalker, he was just a know-nothing farm boy, right? So it worked better. This is like, you kind of need to do homework, and I don't know about that.
Okay, fair enough.
But I'm excited to see where they go with the season, and we are big fans, so it's kind of for us anyway, right?
It's true.
So, I don't know.
I love Ahsoka actually now, and I really like Rosario Dawson, and so this is interesting to me. Yeah,
and it's cool. She was excited to play this role. She's like a big Star Wars fan as well,
which is cool. I like that.
She's pretty cool in general, and I think she's doing a good job. I still think they could have got the voice actress to actually just play her, but
Ashley Eckstein.
Yeah.
Enstein?
I don't know. But you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, she did her universe clothing.
Yeah, and voiced Ahsokka in all the animated stuff. And
they do have a lot of people who are voicing coming in to act.
Yeah.
She stepped away from it completely though. Like, she signed stuff, but she's really involved in her universe stuff. So
yeah, I don't know. I think.
Do you want to hear a fun story about her?
Sure. I think it probably could have worked, but maybe she doesn't like acting, like physical acting.
Yeah, I don't know. Fun story about her. Her father was worked for Disney, and they were he was part of the group that he worked in, like the food planning with the ones who brought the turkey leg to Disneyland.
Huh.
He was like one of the ones that first did that.
Not the hand witch?
No, not that. The reason I know that is because her sister was on an episode of Disney Fairy Tale Weddings.
Okay.
And so they talked about her, and she showed up and was a bridesmaid.
Did they take that off of Disney Plus now, the Fairy Tale?
I haven't looked since they've taken
I know
they've taken a lot of stuff off.
Anyway, funny side joke about the hand witch, but yeah, Google that if you have no idea what I'm talking about, because it's kind of interesting.
And listen to this, Segui, before we get to your Better Know a Listener and everything else.
Great Segui, very good.
Before we get to that, that's what we're talking about this week.
The hand witch.
Nope, menus.
Oh, okay.
We have some new menu release items. So that's my Segui.
The return of the hand witch.
No, that is not on the list. Two big ones is
one
have
day.
Tiana's Palace menu, and then the Halloween food items.
Sounds spooky.
Yeah.
And Cajun.
And yes. Those can be the same thing if you're at Haunted Mansion.
True. Yeah.
Before we get to that, though, and any other news that we have, Brannon, Better Know a Listener.
Yes, everyone's newest favorite addition to the podcast.
I think so.
I think it's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. We're gonna go off the board this time.
Okay.
We're going for our farthest away.
Okay, so no one can see you doing overarching arm movements.
See, it's voice acting. You must get into it.
I understand.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. I want to hear it.
We're going over the pond.
Really?
To jolly old England.
Yay!
And that is all of the British accent I'm going to do. I don't want to offend anybody, because, oh boy.
Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah, exactly. Huh. Anyway, no, we're going to go look at Plymouth.
Okay.
In England, the south of England. It's a port town.
Okay.
In Devonshire County.
Ooh, okay.
That sounds very
Devonshire,
British. Devonshire,
yeah.
Well, I think they call it Devon mostly now, but yes, it's officially
Nope,
Devon.
It's Devonshire.
Devonshire.
I decided, yeah.
Devonshire. Okay, again.
No, that's the last one.
Okay, here we go.
Devonshire.
Yeah, port city, of course, best known for where some of the pilgrims departed to the New World, hence Plymouth Rock.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I was going to ask if it was named after.
Yeah, well.
Plymouth Rock was named after the Plymouth, yes.
Yes, so that's, and it's been throughout history, because it's a port city, it's been very important and involved in lots of wars and civil wars, and the 100 Years' War, and the Romans and the Nazis bombed the heck out of it.
Yeah.
They in fact, like, because they had the Battle of London.
Yes.
Battle and all that stuff, but they came around to the south and bombed the heck out of it, and it was the Plymouth Blitz, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Because it was a very important naval base and trading.
That makes sense.
Supplies and all that. So, yeah, very important part of England, I guess. But
cool.
Yeah, Plymouth.
I love that you went over the pond.
Over the pond.
It was really cool. Your parents are heading to England.
They are.
Like, right away.
They are.
Was that why you picked England?
I was like, let's see. We have some listeners from over the pond. Let's see where they're from.
You almost went British, and then you dialed it right back
just
there.
Try again.
They went over the pond just as
and that's not the only place, but Plymouth seemed cool, and
that is cool.
I liked that the pilgrims left from there.
Yes, well, because Plymouth Rock, yeah. If you are listening from Plymouth and you send us a message, Instagram, email, Facebook, we technically have Twitter still, X but we don't really check it or anything. We would love to hear from you. What is it like in Plymouth?
Probably
a lot of water. Ooh, do you eat fish and chips?
I hope so.
I don't know what the water's like there.
Well, I don't know. You can get fish and chips anywhere in England, right? I think so. You can get poutine anywhere here. So there you go.
That is true. That is true. And we're a lot further away from Quebec than...
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. But yeah, very cool. Good. Better know a listener. News? Disney A News Update.
News.
So this is going to be just a really short news because a bunch of our news items are actually the main topic.
So it's all news to you.
Ooh, I like it. Use. All's news to use. We have Halloween merch. But yeah, we have a lot of Halloween merch. That's a big part of it. And we have lots of updates on San Francisco. Also, speaking of Halloween, Radiator Springs is starting to get spooky. They had a whole thing where they were updating the Cozy Cone Motel sign. So they did that, and then almost immediately after, they brought out spooky stuff. So whether that is the creepy tires or the creepy ghost cones looking, it's not completely done, but it's like well underway, basically. Also, I sent you a picture. It was all over Instagram and so on, of people saw them moving the Mickey pumpkins on the big trucks in California.
Driving them down the freeway or whatever, yeah.
Also, we have the pool and surrounding lounge area at Disney's Paradise Pier Hotel, now as Pixar Pool, has been refurbished and now is officially open. It is Pixarific. Thank God for Pixar.
Yeah. That was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, but, I mean, it's still true.
Yeah. It's been reimagined to, Pixar, but mostly Finding Nemo. Although there are some other elements to it. There's like a giant Pixar ball. My personal favorite is there are these fire tables, and each one is like the head of a Pixar character who's like associated with fire. So there's the new one from Elemental, the girl Ember.
Still haven't seen that.
No, but Ember.
Okay.
And then there's one that's like Anger, right? Okay. Yeah, so it's like,
They decapitated Pixar people
but only the
set
fiery
them on
ones.
fire. Oh,
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
So those are two. There's other Pixar heads that catch on fire?
Yes, I have to look it up now.
Well, I'm pretty sure Sid in Toy Story set some of his toys on fire.
I don't think that's it.
Oh,
Lava from I Lava You.
Okay, that's good.
Oh, and Jack.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, those are the 4 I saw.
Interesting. I'm trying to think of anything else.
Well, I don't know. Those are the only 4 I've seen, so maybe it's only 4.
Yeah, it could be only 4. I mean, you don't need that many fire tables,
I'm
sure.
No. Dia de Muertos has begun or is starting to begin at Disneyland.
The merch, yeah.
Yes. The Coco-inspired celebration runs from September 1st to November 2nd. So there's food, there's souvenirs, and there's a musical celebration of Coco.
Yeah, the actual day is November 1st, so that's why it runs till November 2nd.
There's a memory wall at the Tree of Life. There's like some cool food items. I won't run through the whole thing, but there's like a sipper. Pretty cool sugar skull. I think that one's a popcorn bucket. But anyway, some Coco merch. If you're in the mood for Coco merch, this is a good time to get it.
Well, that's probably going to be involved in our spooky menu that we're talking about.
I think you're probably right. Oh, and of course we have Ahsokka is now meeting.
In Galaxy's Edge or Tomorrowland?
Ahsokka is meeting at Galaxy's Edge.
I mean, that's fine. That's she's still around in the sequel era. Mando.
Well, she and Mando hang out.
Mando has been there, so it's not really Mando and Boba Fett and Fennec. So you got that's fine. I'm just waiting to see how far they break. Like
this is still gray area.
When you see Darth Vader show up there, then you know it's completely broken.
Yep. But I know that says you can find her in Batuu meeting guests with other ones. She made her debut on Wednesday, August 23rd, which was the official launch, of course, of the show. That looks great.
I always never know what to say to characters, but I think if I saw her, I'd tell her this joke that I just heard. I saw online, and it's why couldn't Anakin pay for dinner?
Why?
Because his MasterCard got declined.
Oh, that's actually really good.
Let's see what she says to that.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. And then news I just found out this evening. This is the last news item. It's a big one. Ready?
Big news.
So you know how right now hotel guests can get into the Disney parks half an hour early, correct? Before it opens, their early entrance?
Every day, yeah.
Yeah. Not so in 2024.
Oh, interesting. They get an hour.
Nope. They alternate between Disneyland and DCA, which is what it was before the shutdown. They had every other day was Disneyland, like certain days were Disneyland, certain days were DCA.
Yeah.
They were never both at the same time, but you had an hour. Now it's going back to the not both at the same
But
time,
only a half hour.
but still only half an hour.
Any word on if they'll ever give 5-day or 3-day park hoppers magic mornings
Not yet.
anymore?
Wouldn't that be lovely though? I loved that.
I'm sure they're building to that.
I hope so.
I still think there's staffing issues, so
Yeah.
I was surprised that it was both parks every day.
Mm-hmm.
So this makes more sense to me. I don't know.
Yeah, so I guess the big thing is just to like make sure for when you're booking your days and it coincides with your reservations then.
Good point. Yeah.
Right? So one more thing to think about. I'm sure a lot of hotel guests are probably not super happy.
A lot of them probably don't even know.
This is so this news just came out now, and it's in 2024. This will be changing.
Yeah.
So anyway, interesting.
You overestimate the amount of research the average person does before.
This is true.
Like a lot by a lot. Like we are in, like, your old bell curve.
Yeah, I know.
We're in the big trailing right-hand side.
And we're not as crazy as some people.
But, like, still.
Yeah. Okay, so, yeah, that's the news I've got.
Well, I got some news.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't know if we talked about it. It might have come out after our episode, but DeSantis was on the record as saying he's moved on from his feud with Disney and asking to drop the lawsuit.
Yes. This came out after, but it's been a while, so I forgot. Yep.
And so that was in the press, and Disney said, "Haha, good one," and opened another lawsuit. So
are you serious?
Oh yeah. Not a great time to be a DeSantis. No. I mean, is there ever a good time?
No, that's fair. Fair. This is what you like to call you made your bed, now lie in it. This is like what this cliche means.
He's in the find out phase of the 2-phase plan.
Yeah.
I won't say what the first phase is because it's not polite.
No, but he's finding out.
He's in the find out phase.
And when he was doing phase 1, everyone was like, have you, like, they're notorious. Disney lawyers are notorious.
Yeah, not
what
a
are
great
you
plan. And
thinking?
I like Disney and everything, but I'm not one to get out the pom-poms for a heartless, money-hungry capitalist corporation either. But in this case, you know what?
Pom-poms away.
Give me a D. Give me an I.
Well, there's the outro right there. Perfect. That was really good. At the park. Okay, so we've got 2 full menus to go through here.
Cool.
This is our main topic today.
Yeah, no. Food.
We're getting
food
ready
is good.
for.
I'm pretty full right now, but usually.
Yeah, we just came from the brewery, so.
Usually I'm pretty hungry.
Yeah.
Matt, how many episodes have we recorded directly after coming home from the brewery?
I
Way
would
too
say
many.
well over half of them. More than, you know how we were like on a kick there where we'd have like Sunday morning coffee?
Yeah.
Not near as many Sunday morning coffees as evening breweries.
I only had 2 beers there tonight, so I'm in good shape.
Yeah, me too.
It's okay.
All right. Do you want to do Tiana or how? Let's do Tiana first.
Yeah, this one's going to be sticking around more, so.
Right. So Tiana's Palace is opening September 7th.
That's perfectly summer. It's definitely open summer. Yep. Yep, summer.
Well, technically.
Yeah, it's summer. Definitely. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's like a week left. 2 weeks even. Week and a half. Okay. So, the full menu has now been revealed.
Yep, that's what we're talking about.
Here we go. If you are a fan of gumbo, first of all.
I am, yes.
You have some options.
No, not as much as jambalaya, but gumbo's still pretty darn good.
Okay. We know that...
They have a whole gumbo menu.
They have some gumbo options anyway for you. Also, it says that they will definitely be bringing in seasonal things throughout. So, like, this is going to be
seasonable gumbo.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Seasonal
You know
gumbo.
how, like, there's seasonal bread puddings or seasonal seasonal gumbo. I totally agree. Okay, so let's look at a couple of these gumbos. The first one is called the Seven Greens Gumbo. This has white beans,
a lot of
okra,
veggies.
Yams, sweet potatoes,
okra. I like okra.
heirloom rice. So you can have that as a plant-based option, but you also have the option to have chicken and andouille sausage added to it. There's also, which, by the way, it looks really good.
Oh, that looks very, very hearty.
Very hearty. Going into the cool weather sounds great. Then there's the house gumbo, which combines braised chicken, andouille sausage, and heirloom rice with a stew. This one looks, again, so good. There's the Cajun spice half chicken. It is brushed with a house-made chicory.
Oh, are we past the gumbo? I wanted to talk about gumbo.
Oh, okay. Pause. Going back to gumbo.
A little bit of gumbo. Yeah. So, what is gumbo exactly?
What is gumbo?
What makes a gumbo?
But so, like, that is Tiana's. She has two things she's famous for, and one is the gumbo. She makes a forest gumbo, she says, or a bayou gumbo.
Well, you know why gumbo is so important.
Why?
It's actually the official state dish of Louisiana.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, gumbo can be all sorts of things. It's a type of stew, basically.
Yeah.
But it has to have the Creole Holy Trinity in it.
Okay.
Celery, bell peppers, and onions.
That makes sense.
So you need a nice stock, and then those three veggies, and then you can put whatever extra.
I'm here for that in stews.
In there, yeah. So it can have meat or shellfish or okra or whatever. It can be all that other fun stuff. But yeah, has to have those three veggies in it, I guess.
Nice. That's cool. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
I was curious, so yeah. And yeah.
Because I was just like, I don't know, a stew that's made down there? I don't know.
Official state cuisine.
So yeah, they kind of have, looks like their menu is divided up into sections. So that's the gumbo section.
Gumbo section, yeah.
Then there's the entree section. So there's the Cajun spice half chicken. This is brushed with a house-made chicory barbecue sauce and served with baked mac and cheese and coleslaw. Yum.
Yeah.
Then there's the Gulf shrimp and grits.
Yeah, I'm not a shrimp and grits person.
Okay, but if you are, the shrimp is tossed in a Creole sauce paired with cheesy grits.
That would probably be pretty good because yeah, no, that'd be pretty good. Grits just, I don't know. But
we have our own things.
With the spicy shrimp and a cheesy grits, it would probably be. It would almost be like mashed cauliflower at that point. I guess. I don't know. Grits to me is a little bit more oatmeal-y, and I don't know.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It does have a warning, by the way, which I forgot to add. So someone went and was like tasting all these and reviewing them, and it says, just so you know, with the house gumbo specifically,
spicy.
Disney will hopefully warn guests by adding the word spicy to the item description. The flavor is rich and dreamy, intensely flavorful, and a real taste of New Orleans. But only try it if you can handle a bit of heat. But if you can, it's a must try.
It's like supposed to be Louisiana Cajun food. Of course it's spicy. Come on.
But you gotta warn people.
Oh my goodness.
You gotta warn people. Okay. So that's the gumbos, the entrees, sandwiches. It says sandwiches. I do see.
Do we get to finish each other's sandwiches?
Yes, we do.
Different movie, but that's fine.
Yeah. When you know how, if you're listening to the show for a while, I talked about throwing a Disney themed bridal shower for my sister. The sandwiches, that was the sign by the sandwiches, is we finish each other's sandwiches. Everything had puns. They all had Disney puns. Yay. I appreciated all of them.
I don't know if you made them all also. So
also that, yes.
Hopefully the bride also
I was going to say, I'm sure the bride saw them and she would have understood them and appreciated them too. Sandwiches. The beef po' boy sandwich. Slow-cooked beef coated with gravy, fully dressed with shredded lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, atop a toasted New Orleans French bread, served with red beans, rice, and house-made pickles.
Po' boys are delicious and really healthy for you. Yeah.
That looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to say this. I never know how to say this next one.
Muffaletta.
Mortadella, salami, rosemary
actually
ham.
heard of
I
that before.
have, but I've never ordered it because I don't know how to say it. Salami, rosemary ham, cheddar, provolone, and house-made olive relish on toasted New Orleans sesame seed bread, served again with red beans, rice, and house-made pickles. I don't know how to say it. Are you going to Google how to say it?
Yeah, I am. Muffaletta.
Oh, okay. All right, muffaletta sandwich. Okay.
Muffaletta.
So this is the base, and then we have the sides, and the sides deserve mentioning.
Cornbread.
Buttermilk cornbread.
Oh, yeah.
The write-up says it is seriously all about the cornbread, folks.
Yes.
Be sure to add it.
I love
This one is almost shy of being a dessert. It is sweet, slightly crunchy on the edges, in that like perfectly baked thing.
It's a weird thing for me. I actually love cornbread, but it's sweet.
Yeah, that is
And I
weird.
don't
It makes so much sense for me. I love cornbread.
I don't usually like sweet
yeah,
mixed
you're
with
weird.
savory and stuff, but sometimes cornbread can be a little too sweet, and that sounds like it might be a little too sweet.
It
But
says
I
it's the
love
wonderful corn meets cake taste that only the very best cornbreads achieve. This one has it.
Yeah. It's really good with a nice spicy chili.
Yes, so actually that gumbo with the cornbread would be like... your other options are baked macaroni and cheese, which is always a winner in my world.
It should be like spiced somehow. I don't know. Get some Cajun spice on that mac and cheese.
Beans and rice, coleslaw, cheesy grits, and heirloom rice. We also have some kids menus. Or kids meals. I'm gonna run through these quite quickly because we aren't kids. But hey, served with a Cuties mandarin orange, applesauce, and a choice of Dasani water or low-fat milk. So these are like meals. There was a roasted chicken drumstick. This has that same sauce, and this is served with heirloom rice. There's a toasted ham and cheese sandwich. It's ham with provolone. And there's the baked macaroni and cheese. And it says, adults, yes, this is what you can get as a side. We all know you want to. Like, I do. I do want to get it as a side.
Yeah, as long as it's fresh when it comes out.
Yeah, that's true.
Mac and cheese needs to be fresh.
And then I have some special mentions because we cannot not talk about dessert.
Oh boy.
This is Tiana's after all. There is a specialty beignet that you can only get here. This is the house-filled beignet. You wouldn't like
They
it.
put a whole house in a beignet.
Exactly.
Wow.
This is lemon icebox pie filling topped with lemon glaze.
Oh. I don't like lemon desserts.
I know. Those who are accustomed to their beignets being light and fluffy in the center will be surprised to find this one is filled with a tart and sweet lemon custard. It's very good, a total twist on a beignet. But if you want something more traditional, the mint julep bar will continue to sell the classic Mickey-shaped version without the filling.
Can I make a request?
What?
They do that with the custard, except make it like Boston creamy.
Yum.
And like not lemon flavored.
I'll
Like
try it and see how lemony it is for you.
Nice cream.
So this is not Mickey-shaped. This is like, it looks like a puff pastry kind of thing.
Yeah, it looks like a toaster strudel almost. I don't know.
But it specifically is lemon icebox pie filling, not lemon filling. Like, it's a very specific description, so I find that interesting. There's also, we have a cold brew, Joffrey's, of course, chicory sweet cream cold brew, yum. It says there are quite a few cold brews at the Disneyland Resort, and this is another good one. It's basic, it's uncomplicated, it's tasty.
Cold brews are so hot right now.
They're so good. And then we have a special glow cube that you can get here. It is available with the purchase of a beverage.
Is
It is Ray, the
Firefly?
Firefly.
Okay, I was going to say, is it the Firefly? Yeah, okay, that makes perfect sense.
It's a glow clip. There's a button on the side where you can change the color, turn it off and on, and it's like a clip, not like a cube.
Oh, okay.
And he's pretty big, and so it looks like he's kind of like chilling in your glass or on the edge of your glass. Yeah.
I guess that makes sense. If it's the Firefly, you don't want to like drown him.
Exactly. We also have a lily pad
morbid.
and lotus cup ceramic set. This comes with a house-filled beignet, and it's a collectible. It's like a nod to Princess and the Frog. It
Like
said
a teacup.
so the water lily is actually the right size if you want to make it a candle holder when you get home, but it's made to hold a dipping sauce.
Is there a picture?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
It's actually quite cute. So, like, the plate itself is a lily pad, and then the lotus flower, yeah, it's exactly the right size for, like, a votive or, like, a tea light candle. Just as an idea for the size. So yeah, that is our first menu list.
Okay, well, I will happily eat all the gumbo, and you can have the nasty lemon beignet.
It's not going to be nasty.
I don't like lemon flavored desserts. I like lemon. I like lemon flavor, just not.
You're so difficult.
Not in desserts.
So difficult. So you're saying the gumbo's the winner here?
Oh yeah, by a lot.
I don't know, that cornbread and mac and cheese.
Those are side dishes.
I like side
Side dishes.
I like side dishes.
Talking about side dishes.
But you get that with the gumbo.
Sure, but the gumbo's the star. You gotta talk about the star.
The star, okay. Okay. Are you ready to move to Halloween? Ooh.
Spooky!
Okay, first before we do that, let's talk popcorn buckets and sippers and stuff like that. Okay.
Sure.
Because I have the images here, and I did say that they were announced and stuff. So before I forget, let's talk about that. So the first of all, the new Minnie Mouse as Winifred Hocus Pocus sipper will be available in both Disneyland and DCA starting September 5th. This is...
They're a year late on that, but you know.
Because last year they did.
Last
well,
year
that's
was
okay.
Hocus Pocus 2 came out.
They'll
but...
still have Hocus. It's still Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
Minnie still dresses up like Hocus Pocus. It's fine.
Yeah.
As Winifred. Minnie Mouse, Daisy Duck, and Clarabelle first dressed up as the Hocus Pocus sisters at Oogie Boogie Bash. And they were very, very popular. So they're like, hey, let's do that again.
Yeah.
So, yeah, my guess is going to be pretty popular. Another one that's probably going to be very in demand is the Nightmare Before Christmas Mayor's Car Popcorn Bucket.
Wow.
So this actually debuted at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party at Disney World. I'm going to show you a picture. It is insane.
Oh, it's got lock, stock, and barrel.
Yes, hanging out in the mayor's car. So now I've seen Nightmare Before Christmas about 1.5 billion times. I love that movie. But it's the mayor's car where he's got like the big horn that moves when he's like, Jack is dead. Yeah. So anyway, and they're all kind of hanging in there.
That's pretty cool.
It's a pretty cool popcorn bucket. So the mayor's driving and he's got like the side face and everything. Very cool car. And yeah, you've got lock, stock, and barrel, kind of like one's on top.
Shock, and
what did I say?
I said stock. And I think
Lock, shock, and barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the other one's hanging out the windows. So very cool. The popular Donald Duck candy corn sipper is
back.
Returning from last year in the list below. And I mean, I get that that's not his costume right now, but it's a great sipper, honestly.
They'll sell a ton of those, so they don't, it's smart.
Totally.
Already had the mold for it, so.
Exactly. Past straw clips will be returning. Lock, Shock, and Barrel, the aliens from Toy Story. Also, you know how they always have a new version of the Poison Apple mug? And they're bringing it back. There's also an updated Zero popcorn bucket.
That was very popular last year.
Apparently, it's a 30th anniversary of Nightmare Before Christmas.
I thought that was a 94. I thought that was 94 for some reason. Close enough, I guess.
There's a large number of glow cubes. Pumpkin, Mickey, Wormswort, Poison Bottle. I think that's pretty great. Yeah.
I would prefer Deadly Nightshade.
Oh, okay. So some of these ones, anyway, can be found at the Golden Horseshoe, Jolly Holiday Bakery Cafe, and the Stage Door Cafe in Disneyland. At DCA, you can look at Award Wieners, Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta, Mortimer's Market, Paradise Garden Grill, Smoke Jumpers, and Studio Catering.
Nothing says spooky Halloween like the Golden Horseshoe Cafe.
Well, it depends on the type of Halloween. Now, other ones, you're looking for churro carts, things like that. The Poison Apple one, by the way, does look really cool. So I think last year was black. Does that sound right? But this one's more iridescent. So anyway, it does look. It looks creepier, actually.
Oh yeah, like the almost like a oxidized chrome kind of.
That's a good description for it. So it looks pretty cool. There's a Halloween travel tumbler. It looks very like it has Oogie Boogie on it. That is available most quick service restaurants. This is your basic one. But yeah, so anyway, that's kind of like the rundown of most of them. There's other bottle toppers and stuff, but those are like the big items anyway.
Okay.
Pretty cool, right?
Which of those would you want?
Oh, Lock, Shock, and Barrel in the mayor's car.
The mayor's car.
Mayor's car.
That was pretty cool. Popcorn bucket.
100%.
I'm glad that we cannot get popcorn buckets on a regular basis because that would be
I'm not going to lie. Zero's 30th anniversary is pretty cool.
I like the one that they had before. I don't like that one as much.
Really? This one glows.
Yeah, the other one glowed as well. Glue.
It glued. But yeah, no, the mayor's car would be I'm a huge Nightmare Before Christmas fan. And you know what? I liked it before it was cool, so.
Yes, we remember. You're a Nightmare Before Christmas hipster. We know. Yes.
Okay. What order do you want to... Let's start Disneyland with these items.
Sure.
Okay, let's do the Halloween dessert. So these are like the candy ones, you can get at a couple different places. Let's start there. You can also get some of these over in DCA, by the way, at Bing Bongs.
Bing Bongs.
Exactly. I always want to say Mitch Winnie. Mini Witch Caramel Apple. This is a returning favorite. Green Granny Smith apple with caramel and marshmallow ears. The Skull Apple, again, returning the poison apple. Yeah, exactly.
They're going to make that every year.
Every year. It's a great one. Mini Bat Caramel Apple. The Candy Corn Mini Apple. So the Mini Bat one and the Candy Corn one is new, as well as a particular cake pop, which I'll get to in a minute. But there's also a mini cake pop with an orange bow, and then there's the candy corn cake pop. So these are new, and they're literally like the candy corn one is a cake pop made to look like a candy corn. That's the end of the story there.
Does it taste like a candy corn?
I do not believe so.
Here's a question for you.
Oh, it's vanilla cake in white, yellow, and orange colored chocolate.
Okay. So nothing like
so
candy
you're
corn.
safe.
No, here's a question for you. Do they do anything like a special treat? Like at Christmas time, they have the big candy canes that you have to line up for and get your special Charlie and the Chocolate Factory golden ticket.
I've got a golden ticket.
And then at Easter, they have the eggs. The big eggs.
I honestly don't think so, which is crazy. Halloween seems a perfect time for something.
They should do something big and special like that for Halloween. Where
if you know if they do something like that and we just don't, can you let us know?
That's really weird. Well, I think we would have heard about it by now.
The candy cane, but I don't know because I didn't hear about the Easter eggs till last year. The candy canes I knew about, but I didn't know about the Easter eggs.
I think the Easter eggs are not as much of an institution as the candy canes. But you would think, like, but the trouble is they already do the candy apples, and that's what I would have thought you could do something big and special out of candy apple.
But they already do so many different candy apples.
That.
Yeah.
So what do you do? I don't know.
What would you do? Like, what else could you do other than candy apples? Because that does seem...
I don't know. You just do, like, a giant artisanal candy corn.
Right, yeah, something. Like a specific type of chocolate bar or something candy that you can only get. Right?
No, like a giant artisanal candy corn.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Like a really big one.
Like a giant one that's like the size of the Easter eggs, but it's candy corn shaped and colored and flavored, but it, like softer or something, like not hard, like
I see
more like a candy
like
corn
more like
cake.
a chewy kind of idea or something.
I don't know. I'm just spitballing. I don't like candy corn, so
no,
do nothing
you do
for me.
You want.
But
you should. Yeah. There's a pumpkin Mickey cake pop. This is new, and it is exactly what it sounds like. Halloween marshmallow wand. This is not new. Oogie Boogie cereal treat. Also not new. Mickey Marshmallow Mummy Pop, also not new. Mini Bat Cereal Treat. And
so they have a whole lot of candy apples. They have a whole lot of Rice Krispie squares in various shapes.
And cake pops.
Cake pops.
And a ghost cereal treat. Okay.
Let's get into the good stuff.
All right. Let's stick with Disneyland first of all. Alien Pizza Planet. Now, just so we know, these start September 1st in most places. November 9th is when generally they end because, of course, they were transitioning to Christmas in that week.
Makes sense, yep.
Okay, Disneyland Park. Alien Pizza Planet, we have the Vampire Alien Macaron, This is one of the green alien things.
This is a standard thing they do every
well, they do
Halloween.
different green ones. This says it's new because it's a vampire. They've done green alien ones before.
But like specifically for Halloween,
they've done different things.
I thought it was usually a vampire.
This one says new.
Okay.
This is green alien macaron filled with salted caramel buttercream. And brownie bites. So that's the Alien Pizza Planet one. At the Blue Bayou restaurant, we have a chocolate ginger blueberry mousse special dessert. Basically, we're going to be seeing a lot of chocolate here, I think, is where we're going. The Carnation Cafe. Oh, here you go. The spicy chicken sandwich.
Yes. They had that last year.
Yes, this is... Sorry, I forgot to say. I apologize. Blue Bayou, the chocolate ginger blueberry mousse. That's new. But this Carnation Cafe is not. The spicy chicken sandwich is a hand-breaded fried chicken breast with spicy chili sauce, with pepper jack, and mustard slaw.
Yeah, I remember this from last year because
you wanted it then.
I wanted it, and I still do.
Speaking of favorites, guess what's coming to the Galactic Grill?
Darth by Chocolate.
Darth by Chocolate.
They've had that off and on throughout the year this year, actually.
Yeah, they have, yeah. The Gibson Grill Ice Cream Parlor, we have the Reston Chocolate Sundae. This is new. My favorite, it does have gummy worms with a chocolate tombstone. It's Rocky Road ice cream in a chocolate-covered waffle cup with chocolate cookie crumb. There's a lot of chocolate going on in
and
it.
Ice cream.
Gummy worms.
Cold gummies are delicious.
They are. Yeah. So this is new. The Golden Horseshoe has a new item as well. This is the Pecan Pie Sundae. Yum. Hungry Bear Restaurant, we also have some new items. We have the barbecue bacon cheeseburger, which sounds like exactly how it's called. We have red pepper cheese onion rings. Exactly. That sounds good.
I'm intrigued by that. It doesn't scream Halloween to me, but I see. It's a sauce on it.
Yeah, it's like dripping.
That looks really good.
Yeah, so
and they have the same sauce on French fries.
Yes, I was going to say that was the next item on here.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, red pepper cheese fries. One that is... So those are both new. One that is not new, but I'm very...
They had loaded fries and onion rings last year, but it was a different flavor.
Yes.
But like a similar idea.
Yeah.
And no, that's cool. I like that. They should have stuff like that all year round.
Totally. They have return of the pumpkin churro funnel cake, which, oh my god, I want it so bad.
Pass.
I would literally eat this entire funnel cake by myself, but I'd have to because you wouldn't eat it.
No pumpkin.
We have two new drinks also. We have the, chai spice pumpkin iced tea. Yum. Yum. This has iced tea, chai tea flavored syrup, pumpkin puree cream, and pumpkin candy crystals.
Yay, pumpkin, yay.
Huckleberry lemonade is the other one with blueberry garnish.
Disney found the huckleberries.
Found the huckleberries. Can't get them anywhere else.
Can't get them anywhere else.
Except
Disney took them all.
So those drinks
They're
are
probably
both...
not real huckleberries.
No. They are both non-alcoholic and are new. Then we go over to Jolly Holiday, and we've got a whack of new stuff here too. This actually starts on August 29th. So if you're there a couple days early and you're like, I want my first taste, here you go. Go to Jolly Holiday. They have the poison apple macaron. This is new. They always do the apple, like the candy apple, the caramel apple. Now they're doing it as a macaron. They have a pumpkin chai cream puff. Yum. Pecan caramel trifle. That looks really good.
That sounds pretty good, yeah.
A Halloween macaroon. I was hoping to see picture. It's just it looks like the regular macaroons, but dipped in chocolate and Halloween colored confetti.
I'm kind of disappointed in the Halloween fair so far. It's all kind of boring.
There's a Mickey Bat cookie. At the Market House, there's also the Mickey Bat cookie. These are shortbread cookies. Plaza Inn, we have a monster cake, which has googly eyes, which I am a fan of. That is a devil's food cake. There's a Black Forest Bundt cake, which is new. Halloween Screams dining package. Ready for this?
Yes.
This features a short rib and Cabernet sauce with a bacon cheddar mash, charred scallion chimichurri, and roasted broccolini served with hibiscus lemonade and specialty dessert. Reservations are recommended for that.
Okay, so like a prefix menu.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Red Rose Tavern, we have the grave stuff.
Yeah, they do that. Yep.
Yeah, but it's still funny, so.
So funny. Ha ha ha.
See, it's like the gray stuff, except they made the grave stuff.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay, yeah.
You can also get the Mickey Bag Cookie, and you can get a pumpkin cheesecake cold brew. Yum! Ugh. That one you can get starting August 29th. Everything else from there is September 1st. And that is new.
I think I said this last year. They have too much pumpkin stuff, not enough spicy stuff.
They don't have as many pumpkin things this year as they did last year, but
Still
I'm also
a lot
noticed
of pumpkin stuff.
No, it's just only like the second or third thing. But I have noticed far fewer entree items. A lot more. Yeah.
It's, I don't know, it's all a bunch of boring treats that are just different shapes. Yeah.
Royal Street Veranda potato leek soup.
Yeah, okay.
Stage Door Cafe graveyard banana funnel cake. This is new.
That looks fancy. I don't think I'd like it. It's got like candy corns on it.
It just has a couple sprinkled on it to be funny. Tomorrowland Skyline Terrace. This is a experience. Says reservations.
Terrace.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought this was Magic Key only. But anyway, I'm gonna read it to you anyway. Wicked Stepsister's Crispy Pork Bowl. Crispy fried pork loin over a sweet soy dressed cabbage and white rice, garnished with green onions and served with katsu sauce. Yum.
I like chicken katsu.
Pot roast Smeewich. Slow cooked pot roast with onions, peppers, melted provolone, and horseradish aioli on a hoagie roll with a side of au jus.
Well known Tomorrowland character. Smee.
Smee. Totally.
Yeah.
Curry Royale. Spiced fried cauliflower, basmati, and green pea rice. Spinach with chickpeas and romanesco served with curry sauce. Here's your plant-based option. Maleficent brownie. Chocolate brownie with swirls of black and purple colored white chocolate mousse and yellow and green colored white chocolate mousse flames with chocolate Maleficent horns. Royal Raspberry Delight is a chocolate tart with chocolate mousse and ganache with raspberry mousse glazed dome. A blood orange slush. It's Halloween because it's blood orange.
They had this last year and it looked really good then too.
It says new.
They had a blood orange slush last year for sure.
This has
for sure I remember it.
Raspberry drizzle served with a Mickey Mouse shaped glow cube. This is non-alcoholic. They also have a non-alcoholic pineapple and jalapeno limeade. At the Tropical Hideaway, blood orange agua float. Yum. Blood orange agua fresca with Dole Whip strawberry. The churros and lemonade in Critter Country is going to have the Trick or Treat Sweets churro, which is rolled in shortbread sugar, drizzled with caramel and chocolate sauces, and topped with Twix cookie bar pieces. This is new.
Are they using right or left Twix?
Well, you get two, so probably both.
Probably both? Yeah, okay.
Look at this. Look at the picture of the churro.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm not sure what
shortbread sugar
but
crumbled up shortbread. I don't know. The churros. So the churros will start August 29th. The churros near Casey Jr. Circus and pretzels at Small World Promenade is the sweet potato cheesecake dipping sauce.
No, there's nothing good about that whatsoever.
Churros near Sleeping Beauty Castle has Maleficent churro, which is the regular one rolled in chocolate cookie crumbles with a peanut butter dipping sauce. The churros near Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters is the orange citrus churro with citrus cream dipping sauce. And the churros near Town Square is again the Maleficent with the peanut butter. No?
I'm shaking my head, dude. I'm very disappointed in this food list so far.
No. Let's head over to DCA.
Okay.
Award wieners. I don't know how to say this. Tekka dog. As a sweet and spicy pulled pork with a fiery tropical chutney.
That means pineapples. Okay, yeah.
Maybe.
Moving along.
Poison apple funnel cake fries. This is new. The cappuccino cart has a pumpkin bunt cake. Yum. That is not new. Clarabelle's hand scooped ice cream has a created in the lab sundae. It's a good name. This is vanilla ice cream, strawberry sauce, licorice laces, and whipped topping. It also has what I would like, the pumpkin ale hard float, the Elysian Brewing Night Owl pumpkin ale with maple ice cream and seasonal garnish, and an apple strudel hard float. This is with hard apple cider and apple strudel ice cream and caramel drizzle. Those are all new. The Cozy Cone, the churros there, has the candy corn churro. Makes sense. Cozy Cone is usually candy cornish. Yeah. Cozy Cone Motel 3 is the chili cone queso. I always say queso.
Cone queso.
This has the slow burning mac and cheese cone. This is the pasta with spicy red pepper cheese sauce and chili cheese puffs.
But finally, something that I actually want. That and the chicken sandwich. That's it. That's all we've got so far.
No, the onion rings with the red pepper sauce.
Okay. The fries and the onion rings, that's fine. I just don't... doesn't scream like a specialty thing to me.
Oh.
It should be just around. No.
Flo's V8 Cafe has a spicy chicken and fries. This is steak fries topped with chicken tenders in a habanero sauce, drizzled with ranch dressing and green onions.
That sounds pretty good, too.
Jack Jack Cookie Num Nums has Monster Baby. This is a shortbread cookie dipped in chocolate with a Jack Jack chocolate piece. At Lamplight Lounge Boardwalk Dining, we have the Ghost Pepper Nachos.
Yes.
Charred ghost pepper marinated chicken, smoky ghost pepper cheese sauce, black bean puree,
yes,
avocado tomatillo salsa, and seasoned tomatoes.
It's like their lobster nachos, but much better.
Exactly. I would have this one.
Even though I like the lobster nachos, you would actually eat these.
Yes,
with
I
me,
would.
And I wouldn't get sick from eating too many nachos.
They also have a butterscotch apple mule, which sounds amazing. This is spiced rum, butterscotch, schnapps, apple spice, simple syrup, lemon juice, and ginger beer. Lamplight Lounge, we also can add the pumpkin spice donuts to that.
Oh, more pumpkin spice. Good. Don't have enough of that.
Exactly. Schmoozies has the Ursula shake. This is coconut and... I don't know about purple, but there's some colors to it. So it is coconut and taro shake with whipped topping and cotton candy dusted with blue sugar. So I'm guessing that's why. Mm-hmm. The Mummy Shake is another one. And that is whipped topping, chocolate cream filled cookie ears, and M&M's crunchy cookie chocolate candies. Those are both new. At Smoke Jumpers, we have the Ghostly Double Cheeseburger. This is a double beef and soy chorizo burger with provolone, ghost pepper, black bean spread, avocado crema, cabbage, and pico de gallo with crinkle cut fries. We also have the Haunted Forest ice cream parfait. This is a cherry shake with chocolate sauce, brownie crumble, cherry topping, and whipped cream. We also have that. Those are all new. We also have the Oogie Boogie apple lemonade. This is not new. This is non-alcoholic. We have an Oktoberfest beer, and we have the Ghoulish Fizz, which is a gin and blood orange syrup with lime and orange juices.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, I figured you'd like that. That's also new.
Is there a picture of that one?
I don't know, but I think it might be that one.
Oh yeah. Okay. What's that one with the dripping?
Probably the Oogie Boogie apple lemonade.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Because it has raspberry sauce.
I want the gin drink.
Yes, I know you do.
I liked the gin drinks.
I would like the creme brulee. There's at Wine Country Trattoria, they have the pumpkin creme brulee with Palmier PTB. And they also have a Halloween cocktail. I would not like this. You might. It has Jameson Irish whiskey, lime juice, sweet and sour, passion fruit syrup, and strawberry puree. Churros near The Churros near Redwood Creek Challenge Trail has a coffee and donut churro. Interesting. Churro rolled in coffee sugar, topped with coffee-infused chocolate sauce, whipped topping, and seasonal sprinkles.
That might be a little too much coffee.
I don't know. It depends.
I don't know.
Churros, and that's new. The Churros at Hollywoodland has the Oogie Boogie churro. This is also new. Chocolate cookie-covered churro with green icing, gummy worms, and candies. You better have worms on there.
Yep.
My bugs.
Oh, yeah, that looks very Oogie Boogie.
Yeah. Do you like my bugs reference?
Yeah.
Exactly.
It looks Oogie Boogie or like Ghostbusters-y with the green slime, but that's universal, so.
Yeah, they're not going to have that one. Outdoor vending. We have the bacon-wrapped hot dog with peppers and onions and a side of chips. A barbecue chipotle turkey leg. Candy apple cotton candy. We heard, I don't know about the candy apple. When they talked before about them, they said the flavors of cotton candy weren't very distinct. So I can't speak to the candy apple, but I'm going to guess. Bottle Logic Brewing Infrared Mode Hard Seltzer. Interesting. Cantoritos Pineapple Hard Soda. And Sierra Nevada Brewing Oktoberfest beer. If you good?
Yeah,
Okay. Other options.
I guess.
At Grand Californian, you can go to Craftsman Grill to get a Rice Krispies treat, a donut, and a cupcake. The donut looks like Oogie Boogie and looks amazing.
That's pretty cute.
It looks amazing.
The Jack Skellington Sundae or whatever that is looks pretty cute too.
Yeah, the cupcake looks really good.
Oh, it's a cupcake. All this stuff is for Instagram.
Oh,
more
totally.
Than the flavor, but you know.
The coffee house at Disneyland Hotel has a ghost cupcake. That only shows up September 22nd, by the way. And the pumpkin spice.
1 day only.
September 22nd through the 31st.
Oh, okay.
And,
you only get it September 22nd.
And the pumpkin spice latte at Coffee House you can get from September 12th to October 31st. At Goofy's Kitchen, there is a Halloween character dining experience. It includes limited time specialties like prime rib, shrimp cocktail, and Halloween-themed desserts. This is new, by the way. They've never done this before. And Goofy and his pals are all in their best ghoulish looks.
And they pop out from behind the counter and murder you!
Yeah, it's going to go straight up scream.
Yeah.
Yeah. In downtown Disney at Ballast Point, black garlic fettuccine and mussels. It had me at black garlic fettuccine and then it had mussels. Pumpkin cheesecake got me back. Pumpkin down float. Yum. Pumpkin down is a beer they have there.
More pumpkin. Yay.
Hey, it had mussels. You don't complain about that.
No, I didn't complain about that. I like mussels.
So that is September 1st through October 31st. Black Tap Craft Burgers and Shakes. You can only get the Halloween Crazy Shake from October 25th to the 31st. And
legit Halloween time.
Oh, yeah. California Churro has the Halloween Lollipop Churro. This is one of those round ones again. This one is rolled in cinnamon sugar, drizzled with peanut butter and chocolate sauce, topped with peanut butter candy pieces. At the Jazz Kitchen thing.
Yeah, we don't talk
the
about
Witchy Wormin. Fresh witch's brew of vodka, melon liqueur, orange juice, and a splash of Sprite with a gummy worm. At Kayla's Cake, I don't even know where that's at. Scary eyeball macarons, pumpkin spice jack-o'-lantern macarons. At Naples, you can get a pumpkin blutterscotch. Oh, blutterscotch. I was like, bluter? That doesn't make sense. It's all written like one word.
Yeah, okay.
Cannoli.
Yeah,
it's cannoli.
Yeah, we've gone through too many items and they've all been kind of boring.
No, they haven't. Dragon Eye Punch Mocktail
together.
And Orange Goosebumps, which is a black vodka.
Dragon Eye Punch.
That is beet water, strawberry syrup, orange juice, grenadine, and dragon eye
kids,
fruit.
Come have a nice tall glass of beet water.
Hey, it's non-alcoholic. They could.
Yeah, that's why I said, hey, kids.
Orange Goosebumps is black vodka, orange liqueur, and orange juice.
Black vodka?
I've never had black vodka.
What on earth?
Splitsville Luxury Lanes, we've got the Halloween Roll, which is a tempura fried soft-shell crab, cucumber, and avocado. We've also got Ghost Brownies and Vampire's Kiss. That's a raspberry vodka and raspberry puree with Moscato. Tortilla Joe's, we have Tentacle Tacos. They're corn tortillas infused with octopus ink. What?
Well, that's how they make black pasta. Is
yeah, I got that up there with the mussels.
Octopus
but
or
tacos.
squid ink. I don't know.
Creepy Joe's cocktail is gin, margarita mix, cranberry juice, simple syrup, and a splash of grenadine. Margarita mix with gin.
I could see it.
Yeah,
Should work. Simple syrup. It'd be a little sweeter.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what I've got. I do not have the beignets, the Halloween beignets. I noticed.
I don't know. That's a whole lot of not very exciting stuff. For
you are
a
just being
menu.
overly negative.
I'm not. I don't know. There's a lot of cake pops and Rice Krispie
There
treats.
always are.
Yeah, I don't know. That stuff doesn't really excite me at all.
Yeah, but this is like not new. This is Halloween. There's always sweet stuff.
I'm just saying it. It's not very exciting this year. I don't think there was like 2 or 3 things that I wanted to have. When Christmas time comes around, there's gonna be like 10 things that I want.
You don't know that.
Well, no,
it's gonna be all candy cane flavored stuff.
Probably. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting old and crabby.
Maybe. Okay, what would be your number one thing to try?
Either the ghost pepper nachos.
That's what I figured you'd want.
Or the chicken sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what the other thing was. They're all spicy things, though.
I am surprised. Okay, Brandon, you have a job to do. You ready?
Again?
Oogie Boogie is a drink.
Oh, okay. Well, you're gonna need some. You're gonna start off with a white zero sugar Monster Energy drink.
Oh, okay.
That's your
this
your
is coming
base.
from left field. All right.
Yeah. And you're gonna put some green sourpuss in there, as well as a splash of black vodka that I just found out about. That's a Stitches. And then, of course, you're going to top it with a garnish of gummy worms.
You have to.
You have to.
Monster Energy drink, hey?
Yeah.
Is that so he can do all the fancy dancing on his casino wheels?
He needs some energy, and it's, I don't know. It's kind of white like his burlap.
Okay.
Glow in the dark like his... Like he glows in the dark.
I see what you're saying.
That stuff glows in the dark. So.
My bugs.
And then, you can get some gummy worms in there. That sounds really good. This one sounds delicious. I'm going to have it.
This one does. Well, you're going to have all of these, actually. Which is concerning, because some of them...
Well, you're going to be having some of them.
I've
had root beer stuff and a couple of them. I don't know. You're going to have fun going through the list and...
Yeah, I should actually be writing these down as we go, so I'll have to go back. Well, anyway, that's our show this week. Thank you, El Mule, who's responsible for the custom theme song you heard at the top of the show. You can find a link to his work at our website, disneya.wixsite.com/podcast. That's where you can find a link to our social media accounts, and you can also find a way to email us, especially if you're from Plymouth, or if you know if there's a special fancy treat that Disney does at Halloween.
Special fancy time.
Special fancy. You can find Disney A episodes on all of your favorite podcast streaming platforms and on our YouTube channel, Adventures A. If you've rated or reviewed our podcast, thank you. And if you haven't yet, please do. It helps others find us, especially on Apple Podcasts, but really we just appreciate it no matter where. If you know someone who might like listening to us, be sure to recommend Disney A as well. Next episode. We were going to do it this episode, but then we missed one, so we had a bunch of news and stuff. Is it time for a blind date?
Yeah, I put them on your list already.
You did?
Yeah.
There's more than one?
Yeah.
You said them.
Yeah.
That's plural.
Yeah, there's two.
Are they do they go together?
Yeah.
Oh, Brandon. I'm scared. I'm going to find you a trilogy.
No.
I'm going to find you a trilogy.
I've already done trilogies.
Yeah, so did I. I did the thing.
The thing.
The thing.
I've done 2 trilogies.
I've done one.
Yeah.
And it was hilarious when you did it. Okay. I'm scared. Okay, well, I'm going to do blind dates now, apparently. I have 2 dates I'm going to go on.
Double date.
Ooh, but that was just me.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway.
It's the modern times.
I guess so. That is going to be next week's episode. My goodness.
Lots of fun. Everyone's having fun.
I'm really Everyone is. I'm a little concerned. So, I'm Krysta.
And I'm Brandon.
Good pointing. And until the next adventure, TTFN, ta-ta for now. Thanks for listening to Disney A.
Give me a D. Give me an I.
Well, there's the outro right there.